welcome to the show. Sculpture for the Wall Unit is a new exhibition that has just opened here in Warsaw. It explores the ceramic figurines that became icons of communist-era Polish homes. The designs were created in the 1950s at the Institute of Industrial Design and produced across Poland throughout the following decade. The exhibition brings together original prototypes from the collection of the National Museum in Warsaw. To discuss, I'm joined by the exhibition's curator, Kaja Muszyńska. Hello and welcome, delighted to have you with us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So if you could just begin by explaining what were these figurines and what made them so special and popular in communist Poland.
The idea for the sculpture for a wall unit was coined here at the Institute of the Industrial Design. The idea was to create an artwork for mass production, a sculpture for everyone, a sculpture for every wall unit.
So there were 4 designers behind this project, and I have some names here, and these are Henryk Jędrasiak, Mieczysław Naruszewicz, Hanna Orthwein, and Lubomir Tomaszewski. So they essentially put this collection together. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about the designers themselves.
Yes, so designers or sculptors designers, as they were called at the Institute, they were trained sculptors, especially 3 men, so Jędrasiak, Tomaszewski and Naruszewicz. They had academic background, they studied at fine art, academies of fine art. Hanna Orthwein was also a trained sculptor. She studied at 2 art schools before the war, and then she also did a little bit of ceramics at the academy after the World War II. So they were trained as sculptors. They had they were very well prepared, very well versed in terms of their studies before World War II, and then they continued after the Second World War. Then they took part in restoration of the city of Warsaw and of various artworks, sculptures, etc. In 1955, they were employed at the Institute of Industrial Design, especially for this project, so for designing ceramic sculptures, figurines, artwork for everyone. So their artistic background as a sculptor is crucial in this story because they actually created this new original, very cohesive style of these small sculptures, these small artworks, and they were able to translate the visual vocabulary of a modern sculpture into this very small porcelain forms. And this was what actually, in my opinion, made them so special.
So we have quality design available pretty much to anyone, right, back in the day. What made this design so universal? I mean, how did it even go about designing something that would appeal to such a vast amount of people?
Yes, so first is the fact that they actually went into mass production. Unlike many modern, interesting designs that were made like first as prototypes and then exhibited, displayed at various exhibitions at the time, but they never went to mass production. And people, the public, would visit the exhibitions and see interesting modernist designs, but they were not able to buy them because they were not put in production. They were not available in shops. So this was really exceptional because these little figurines, these designs made at the Institute, actually went into production and were produced in large numbers and available and accessible for everyone, and at some point produced in all porcelain factories across Poland.
Could you share the numbers with us? What was the amount of
thousands?
Figurines?
thousands. They were really well liked, very appealing to everyone, really. Art historians, design experts, public, both like audiences both in Poland and abroad, and I believe that this is because of their high aesthetic, artistic qualities. Yeah, but they also brought this in. They introduced this this new aesthetic into Polish design, into Polish material culture at the time, because like we're in 1955, 1956, and this is really the because modernism came late in Poland because of the period of Stalinism and social realism in art. So there was one dominating aesthetic, and this is the time where finally there is dissemination of international art movements, and artists can really be inspired and get ideas, derive ideas from this international movements. And that's what sculptors, sculptor designers at the Institute did. And there was this very strong desire to look forward, to be part of the international visual language, international art movements, and also to distance ourselves from the past, which was rather grey and unhappy, war, social realism, and I also believe that this is the reason why people found them so appealing, and they really wanted to take a piece of this modernity, this joyful, colorful figurine, to take it with them back home, have it at home, place it on their wall unit, shelf, wherever they really liked.
Because I mean, they were insanely cute, right? We had penguins, we had monkeys, also human figurines. But how did you go about selecting these particular items for the exhibition?
Oh, so I tried to display as many as I could, and I managed to put most of them on display, most of the pieces that we actually have in our collection. We have over 200, and at the exhibition we have 140, but it's a vast selection. It's you can see most of them really at the exhibition, and yes, so essentially I was able to put most of them on display, which is like really first time we were able to do this, and this is also why this exhibition is so important to us at the design department at the museum, but also, and I don't know this for a fact because I talked to many of them today, it's very important for the collectors, because these objects are very collectible, and collectors can actually come and compare pieces that they have at homes to the prototypes, to the very first versions designed and made at the Institute by the four designer sculptors with the team of technician here in Warsaw at the studio, at the workshop at the Institute. So
you've mentioned collectors. Could you tell us a little bit more about the value of these items? I presume that the prototypes are worth more than the mass-produced items. What's the sort of price point here?
Thousands or tens of thousands, actually, and it depends. It depends on the maybe not on the factory. Like the prototypes are obviously the most expensive ones, and there were made only few. They only made only a few prototypes at the Institute, and then at the factories they produced them in large numbers, but the quality also varied, decoration varied, and yes. So, but it's 1,000 or tens of thousands.
Okay, so there's a huge range of prices and possibilities. Do you have your favorite design, perhaps?
I have a few actually. So I chose 4 figurines, 4 ceramic sculptures representing each of the designers, and they are gibbon, so the monkey, bullfinch, so very cute little bird, marabou, which is also a bird, marabou stork, I think it's, and also an Arab woman, which is also beautiful abstraction of human form, very soft contours, round contours, flowing lines, and yes, and you can really see how the sculptural qualities of it, but also the workshop, the skills of the designer who played with the solids and the voids of the form, and it's really beautiful, amazing piece.
Okay, so that's your favorite one? Or?
Yeah, you could say that this one is my favorite one. Yeah, yes.
And do you have any at home?
Oh no, I don't, unfortunately. Not. Maybe I will.
So, of course, all of these items, they evoke a lot of nostalgia.
Yes.
Among visitors. But what else would you like the viewers to take away from this exhibition?
Nostalgia is not a bad thing. In this case, I really enjoy talking to the visitors when they mention that they have this or that figurine at home, or they had it at the family home, or someone had it. So this is actually also really interesting, and it shows you how and why they became part of this Polish collective memory, actually. So I really like this aspect as well. But from curatorial point of view, and design-wise, in terms of design, good design, you could say that anything is possible in design if the circumstances are right. The system in Poland, in the communist Poland, was not ideal, but then some people still managed to design and produce some amazing pieces and put them into production, in mass production, and made them available and accessible, because they were accessible for really small amount of money, and literally everyone could have them, young people, young married couples. So this is the modernist idea behind it, good design for all. I think this is what what's the most exciting thing for me, and I think we can still, if we try, we can still learn from this today, and we can still try to recreate this idea in our modern circumstances.
Kaja, before we go, what are you planning for the future? Any exciting upcoming exhibitions?
Well, yes, actually there is one exhibition very much related to this exhibition, which explores even further the history of the Institute of Industrial Design. It's the National Museum in Warsaw is collaborating with the Institute of Industrial Design here in Warsaw, and this is what I'm working on with other colleagues from the Institute and also independent curators as well.
Kaja Muszyńska, thank you so very much for joining us. Much appreciated.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you for watching Pulse of Culture, which we stay tuned for more here on TVP World.